Jesus, 400 pillows on this fucking bed. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm not doing very good this morning. Because this cord, stop annoying me. Seriously? I'm not very cord proficient here. Okay. That doesn't really help me. But we'll figure it out. I have a tripod. I just don't have it on vacation. Whatever. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Sorry if me dropping my camera made you want to vomit. I can imagine that's how you felt. Because it's kind of how I felt. How's everybody doing today? I am good. I slept like a rock. I had a really bad dream. Good morning, Nancy. I had a really bad dream, and hey, Aim. But I think I needed it. Even though it was a bad dream, I believe that the message that it brought came from God, even though I didn't like it at all. Some days this life thing is so hard. Literally, some days just processing people, changing of seasons, trying to make sense of why other people do what they do, is so bananas. I just, literally some days, just lifing is enough to take you out for the whole, Those of you who are asking how I'm feeling from the accident, I'm feeling fine. My wrist and my thumb are sore, but other than that, I'm fine. So anyway, the truth is they always say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I think in a lot of ways, what doesn't kill you does make you stronger. I mean, thank you, Captain Obvious, for the fucking... it's like saying, if you walk down the stairs and don't trip, you'll make it to the bottom. How profound. Obviously. I think that sometimes what doesn't kill you is can also hurt like a motherfucker. And sure, maybe it doesn't kill you. Right, because bad days and situations don't kill you. We know that, Captain Obvious. But it doesn't mean that I don't know. I'm clearly in a mood today because I don't like when people say things like, I think I just peed in my pants. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me think of what I'm trying to say here. Because I know what I'm trying to say. I think I just don't want to say it because I don't know how to say it without cursing. And Coffee Talk, I try not to curse. So let me think. Come on, Jamie. You can do this without cursing. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, you're right. Sometimes what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't leave you in emotional purgatory, trying to figure out what's happening, what the next move is. Here is what I will tell you, though. What I will tell you, though, is that sometimes it doesn't kill you, but it feels like it's killing you. Yeah, it feels like it's killing you. Doesn't kill you, but it feels like it. It's painful as a motherfucker. Damn. Sorry, guys, I couldn't do it. And the interesting thing is that every transition I've ever been brought to over the last 4 years, everyone that you guys have witnessed over the last 4 years, friendships that have ended, television shows that have ended, jobs that have ended, marriage struggles, all of these things. I have sat painstakingly honest in front of you. I have cried. I have conferred. I have vented. I have tried to uplift through my own pain. I have sat in front of you for 4 years going, I don't understand why. But I will tell you that after every situation, God projected me, took me, advanced me, forwarded me, hand walked me, pushed me, kicked me off a fucking ledge to the next phase of my life. I never understood it in the time. The pain was excruciating. Why is this happening? Why moving me from one phase of my life to the next phase of my life? Why does it have to feel like walking a fucking plank every time? Why can't it just be soft beaches and sunshine while God holds my hand and plays with my hair and walks me to the next phase of my life? Why does it always feel like a donkey just kick you in the crotch? Fantastic. You always just got to fucking push me off a ledge. I don't really know why. I really don't understand. And I have sat here with you guys, and you have sat here with me, and we have done it together. All of the heartache, the pain, the rejection, the disappointment, problems with our kids, with our marriage, body issues, loss of babies. And every single time, I swear, like, can we just have one fucking peaceful transition? Just one peaceful transition where I don't feel like I am getting kicked off a fucking plank. And then I got to swim in shark-infested water to get to the other side. And then they go like, oh, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, great. You're right. I swam through the fucking shark-infested waters, and it didn't kill me. But it would have been nice if it was more like a wave pool or like a jacuzzi. You know what I mean? Shonda, I can learn. Shonda, I'm a fast learner. I'm smart. And I don't know, Nicole, is it so we appreciate it more? I don't know, because you know how humans are? When we get through the shark-infested water and we get on the shores and we get to the next phase of our life, how quickly we forget how rough the waters were. We don't recall how rough the waters were until we're in them again, and we go, again, God? Again, you're putting me in the shark-infested water? And again, you're kicking me off the fucking plank? Again, I'm here? But when it's good, we don't remember that. We're not in the good season of our life going, let me not forget that a year ago I was kicked off a plank. I mean, sure, standing on a stage doing a fucking TED Talk, yeah, I guess we do recall. But like the day-to-day, we don't remember that. We don't recall that. By the way, Michael and everyone listening, I'm not necessarily, sorry, my wireless here is junky. I'm not necessarily going through anything right now. I don't like the emotional place I'm in. I don't like the purgatory I feel that I'm in. And I do have the awareness now to know that if I am kicked off a plank and I am thrown in shark-infested waters, I will get to the other side. Because I've been there enough times to know, I know how this movie ends. I'll get kicked off the plank. It's like Groundhog fucking Day. It's like Groundhog Day. I'll get kicked off the plank. I'll land in the shark-infested waters. I'll feel terrified. I'll be so scared. I'll wonder why God has forsaken me. Then I'll find my faith again. My faith will help me swim to the shore. I'll get back on the shore and make some grand fucking announcement on Coffee Talk that I'm in a new phase of my life. And here I am. And isn't it amazing? And you guys will all go, won't he do it? Won't he do it? But why? Why does it have to be? Why do we have to cross the fucking Sea of Galilee or wander through the desert for 40 fucking years before we get to the next phase of our life? Why can't it ever just be like, hey, you're about to go to the next phase of your life. Instead of making you wander through the desert for 40 years, Jews, I'm just gonna, I don't know, put you on a golf cart and let you go across a little golf course. Thanks. I mean, I understand that faith is important. Okay? Faith is important, and it is what saves us. And I get it. But does it always have to be tested in the most excruciating ways? Is it not enough to say, I believe, I have faith, I know I will be okay? Do you have to drag me kicking and screaming? Like, do you have to drag me by my hair every time? That's all I'm asking. I think it's fair for us to have this conversation. I think there are plenty of days where I sit here and say, God's got you. You're going to be fine. Faith is the answer. Jesus is the way. No matter how painful it is, no matter how little understanding you have, God is working miracles in your life. We've got plenty of that. I think one time we can say, when does it end? Do you have to fucking pull me by my hair every time you want me to make a move in my life? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Look, you know what? So dramatic. You know what, Maria Bailey? Thank you for humbling me. Thank you for humbling me. I needed to see your snarky comment for me to be reminded that, you know what? My life is fine. My life is fine. And there's always one person on Coffee Talk to remind me and humble me that I'm never allowed to have a human moment. Ever. I'm not entitled to that because I created a platform where I said, I'll just keep pouring into you and pouring into you and pouring into you and pouring into you and uplifting you and uplifting you and uplifting you. And anytime I have one human fucking moment, like when my kids, who don't know the value of $1, no matter how hard I try, took all my dish soap and used it on the fucking slip and slide. You know, I got so many people to say, there are so many worse things. My kid died. My kid has no legs. You are right. Thank you for humbling me. It's just dish soap. You're absolutely right. But for any other mother who has ever worked so hard to instill the value of $1, for any other mother who has ever said, we will not be wasteful. There are people in the world who have nothing, and we will try to value what we have. They appreciated it. They went, girl, I get you on the dish soap. I get you on the dish soap. It's a little crazy that you pick dish soap, but I get it. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that for anybody else who has ever felt like, okay, I have faith. My faith in God is not questioned. My relationship with Jesus is not questioned. I know that God loves me. I know that he's got me. I know he's protecting me. I know that he will take me wherever I am meant to go. I just know that getting there is going to be so painful. And sometimes I just want a little reprieve between transitions. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to feel like I am being raked over hot coals every time God is moving me to the next place. That's all I'm saying. If that makes me dramatic, then I guess I'm fucking dramatic. But for anyone else who has ever said, I trust you, Lord. I know you're going to take care of me. I know that wherever I'm going is where I am meant to go. This I trust. In this I trust. But does it have to be so painful every time? Is there not a way that we could just walk together? Maybe you could carry me half the way, put me in a wheelbarrow. I don't know. Does it just have to be so painful every time? And people go, but Jamie, God, I know about God. I am well aware of his works and his miracles and how much he loves me and that he saved me. I speak about him all the time. I can't praise God enough in my day-to-day life. But every transition, and everybody says, would we have the perspective if we weren't raked over the coals? I think we would. I think by almost 42. Yep, I think so. It's like, does it have to be beat into us every time? I remember when my mother used to hit me and she would say, you're going to learn today. Was there no better way to teach? I don't know. Was there no better way to teach? I'm not arguing with God. I'm not arguing with him. I'm not questioning him. I'm not concerned about him. I trust him implicitly. I know the journey he's taking me on. I know transitions. I know what's coming. I've seen this before. I've read this book before. I've seen this movie before. I know how it ends. I'm going to be fine. I am going to be fine. All I am asking is there not another way to take us to the next phase of our life without it being so painful? That's all I'm asking. I don't think, yes, thank you, Christy Swan. I'm saying out loud what so many of us think. You can still trust God. You can still believe in your journey. You can still wholeheartedly 150% believe that whatever is happening because it's meant to happen and because it's part of your journey and because God's got you and you got to get to the next shore to whatever. All I'm saying is, I understand that seasons end and transitions come, and I understand that some of them have to be painful. But do they all have to be painful? Do they all have to be painful? Does everybody else that I love, that I watch go through transitions or growth, do they all have to suffer? Do you? Do I? Can there ever just be a peaceful? That's why when people die in their sleep, when God calls them home in their sleep, we praise that. We thank God for that because there finally is a transition that wasn't painful. And I get it. You know what, Dusty? Thank you for admitting that out loud. Thank you for admitting it out loud. That's all I want, is for somebody to go, you know what, Jamie? I've often wondered the same thing. I trust God. I believe in him. I know that things have to end. Seasons come to an end. Blah, blah, blah. Could I just get one one transition that doesn't feel excruciating. That's all. Thank you, Dusty, for saying, I feel this. I feel you, girl. Anyway. You know what? I am not, listen, here's the thing. I'm just a real person with real questions and real feelings and real insecurities. This isn't a talk show. There's no producers, no fancy lights, if you can't tell, because you can barely see me because I can't even find the light. There are plenty of shows that you can watch where they just talk about all the great things. That's not what this is. So if you ever want to just listen to somebody trying to figure it out, that's what this is. So I love you. And again, I trust in God. I really trust him. I know I'm going to be okay. It doesn't mean I'm not scared. It doesn't mean it isn't scary. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's the moon. I don't have a fucking clue. The moon definitely has to have an effect on us because the moon affects the earth and humans are 70% water and the moon is connected to the water. So if you think the moon doesn't have an effect on human beings, I got an igloo I can sell you in the desert. Anyway, I love you. This might not be the coffee talk to share, or it might be. I don't know. I love you so much. Have a great, great day.